Professor Polly Roy, Professor of Virology at the London School of Hygiene and Tropical Medicine. Professor Roy, thank you so much for joining us right here on NDTV. My first question, what is your reading of the new strain?
I look at it is not to worry too much about it. That's what I was telling you, because this is just a sequence they have done, and RNA virus is always changing anyway. I think that we need to have proper evidence that it is dangerous or anything, nothing like that so far. As far as I can see, there's nothing to be so worried about.
Oh, wow.
We go a little bit too much over the top here, out of proportion, but in the cautiousness. But as a virologist, I can assure you there's nothing, no evidence yet that it is dangerous or transmitting very fast, nothing like that.
Yeah, but you know,
it's only speculation and due to the sequence. But sequence doesn't tell you always everything about the viral pathogenicity or actually transmissions or neutralizations, immune system, nothing tells you that. It just gives you some kind of indication, that's all.
But you know, I agree, and it's very nice that you say what you do, but there is a cause of genuine worry because you're dealing with an invisible and unknown enemy, and you don't know how it's going to actually mutate. But can the existing vaccines help, Professor Roy?
Absolutely. So far, there is not any changes that we know. Because this drift, little bit change here, little bit change there, doesn't mean much at all. And because the vaccine is developed with a whole protein, and there are many, many epitopes, not only one or two or not in one position, it's only that you can concentrate. So the whole protein they are looking into. All the vaccines so far developed, the RNA-based and the adeno-based, they are all perfectly good still. No problem on that.
Professor, you are sounding extremely optimistic. But then in that case, why are governments going for, and there is a view that one must not do this because the world over governments are struggling to keep their economy afloat. Do you think that lockdown and travel bans now will be an effective way to stop new strains? This is not the first. This is probably not going to be the last as well.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so, because I think that vaccine, as fast as we can make the vaccine, give to people existing vaccine that's allowed now, it'll be fine. We'll be all fine. But I think that this transmission, they're talking about making something new type of virus, new type of infection. There is absolutely no evidence about that yet. Scientific evidence is all speculations based on the gene sequence, but one has to actually look into that exactly. What does it do exactly when it goes in the people? So, for instance, if you take the infected, vaccinated or infected blood serum, and then see that whether it will neutralize this new virus or not neutralize, I'm absolutely sure it will neutralize the new variant as well as the old virus. So we are fine, nothing to worry so much as far as vaccine concerned, definitely. But of course, we have to be cautious. We have to keep our distance. We have to not getting panicky about it and closing down everything, making chaos in the whole world. That is just gone too far.
Well, maybe you may want to tell your government that, and also governments the world over who are banning flights. And I think they're taking abundant precaution. Those were the words used by the Indian government. But I think, Professor Roy, these words are going to bring about a lot of relief among those concerned, don't you think? And there are quite a plenty.
It is not the way they made it out of it, because if every day any virus that we work with, RNA virus, they're changing little bit. That doesn't mean that it's changed so much that it's going to make a real problem for everything. And particularly this one, they should not have probably put it in that context. The gene is changing, particularly is making monster virus. There's absolutely no evidence, absolutely none in a virological point of view. So I will wait for that.
All right.
And keep the way we are keeping now, we are already very cautious. Every country is very cautious. I know India is very cautious because I have all my family there. I know how they are doing. There's no need for any more extra things to impose, really.
All right. Professor Roy, thank you so much for joining us. Perhaps these words are going to soothe some frayed nerves, but everyone's concerned because we are dealing with an unpredictable monster, and that is why this is only an action in abundant caution. And those were the words used by the Indian government as well.